ICE agents can now be arrested in Chicago.
Hi, this is Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall, your BT dispatcher, bringing you news and commentary with a different flavor, and that's my flavor. Today, we're talking about what's going on this weekend. We're talking about thousands of planned marches, No Kings rally that's taking place in this country, baby. Who would have ever thought it? Who would ever thought that we'll be in a position like this where we're trying to ward off a king, a dictator? Now, I know some of my friends will disagree with me on that because they're all dug in. No matter what our leader does, they're all on board. But it comes down to a lot of things right and wrong, doesn't it? So is everybody wrong out of all these millions? Because the last No Kings protest, there were about 5 million protesters. This is expected to be a lot more because since then, a whole lot more things have been taking place. So let's peek in and see what Fox News 26 has to say.
Hundreds of protests against President Trump and his policies are planned across the country on Saturday. Millions are expected to attend the No Kings rallies, described as a peaceful stand against authoritarianism, ICE raids, attacks on free speech, and cuts to health care. Attendees are encouraged to be peaceful and donate banned books to local libraries.
Let's hope that our protests across the country are peaceful, because we know how things can get out of control very quickly. And I say that because I'm a former police officer. I'm a former commissioned deputy sheriff, district court juvenile officer on the state level, and state juvenile justice specialist in my state, and supervised 5 counties at the same time. So I understand the judicial process. And the thing about the way what we see right now, it seems like our leader is looking for a fight, in my opinion. And why do I say that? Because everybody, you keep hearing talking about, the Insurrection Act, to deploy military servicemen upon our streets to quell or to quash those out of control. Now, I don't know about you, but we can just look back in a year and years prior. We've never faced anything like this, have we? And all of a sudden we have the new leader back in office and everything's going to hell. Because the United States influences the whole world. Where we go, so does the world. And right now we're leading the world in a dark place. And it's starting with our own citizens. Who would have ever thought that? Really, think about it. None of us ever would have thought this. We thought it would have been about, lowering gas prices and grocery prices and protecting the border, securing the border, things like that. But now we've gone way off in the deep end. We're on the verge of war. And you've got those that's internal, domestically, pushing for civil war. Who's the enemy? We know it's always been about the black and white thing, but now it's more political. Can we do better? Are we going to do better? Too many laws have already been violated. People's rights. What's that now? Let's continue on and see what more Fox News 26 has to say.
ICE agents can now be arrested in Chicago. They must wear and turn on body cameras, and they cannot arrest anyone at courthouses looking to legally become U.S. residents or citizens. Separate court rulings have now banned ICE agents from arresting people as they show up for court dates. They can be arrested if they do, and all agents must now wear body cameras and turn them on during any encounter after reports of agents using tear gas and excessive force and illegally detaining U.S. citizens. The ICE field director in Chicago has also been ordered to appear in court on Monday morning.
I applaud that. Because if regular officers can be arrested for committing crimes while on duty, why not ICE? What immunes them from that? And they should wear body cameras and have them turned on. Because so much over-the-top things are being done to our American citizens. And if you have the DOJ who's following the orders of our supreme leader, they can go out there doing pretty much whatever they want to do because they know they're shielded from prosecution. Who's going to file the charges on these federal agents? Our DOJ? Certainly not. So I think it's about time, and I'm glad to see that Chicago has taken that step to protect its citizens and to try to get things in perspective, because we can still accomplish a task by doing it orderly, according to the law, not go out like thugs and bandits. I don't know how I would react if someone came up to my car, masked, an unmarked car, no indication that they were law enforcement, or come knocking on my door, coming into my home. I don't know how I would react to that. I can tell you this: if you're not an officer, a police officer, or any law enforcement official, and come into my home, like it's always been, just like most of us, make my day law to protect ourselves and our families when people break into your home. Think about that. I'm ex-cop. I'm not going to go down easy. I had taken an oath to uphold the law, the Constitution, and we're seeing so many violations taking place. Us guys as law enforcement officers, we see it. Not just that, think about your military veterans, what they see. And I have to applaud our citizens for showing order as the way that they have. Because in the United States, because of the Second Amendment to protect us from kings, you look at it, we have more weapons in this country alone than all countries combined around the world. The American people are strapped and armed. And it's across all racial lines. It's not just that group of people who's got them now. No, all Americans have them. And I hope, it's my prayer, that nothing worse come of this. Because anytime where there is tragedy, all it does is breeds more tragedy. When there's, harm being done to people, mass numbers, all you do is create a resistance. All you do is create more hostility towards the government. We've been the model for the world for a very long time. And it seems like in a matter of months, that's been stripped away. America, the United States of America, the home of the brave. But in Congress, all we're seeing are cowards. That's right, you're yellow. You're a coward. You have no business to even being in that business if you can't stand up and do what is right by the people and the law. Robert Wilkins, you're a BT dispatcher. Go ahead, give me a thumbs up, please. That helps the algorithm. And also, subscribe so that way you won't miss out on anything that I present on this channel. Stick with me. Don't go anywhere until we meet again. I'll see you next time.